Okay, hello YouTube, this is Archangelus, and today I'm going to show you my Hopeless Dragon deck. This is, well, it's not the best build I've ever made, but it's okay. My extra deck has 5-headed dragon and King Dragon. My main deck here has your typical Hopeless Dragon backbone, the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. If you notice, mine are super rare, not ultra rare. Same with my Dark Creators, for that matter. I got, again, 2 of them. I have 3 Dark Horus in here, 3,000 attack points, summonable through Darkness Metal Dragon and King Dragon, and trade-inable is always good. Next we have Dark Armed Dragon. He's in there mainly for his effects, which is fairly good. Next we have the Prime Material Dragon. I originally wanted to run 2, but I decided 1 would be better because, well, 2 kind of slowed the deck down. We have Light and Darkness Dragon. He's in there, again, same reason with Dark Armed Dragon, he's in there for his effects. Next we have 3 Red Eyes Wyverns. They're in there for a rather obvious reason. I need to bring out my Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons somehow if I can't remove from play. 2 Armageddon Knights. I chose them over Dark Griffer because, well, I didn't have access to Dark Griffers at the time. Infernal Dragon. He's a Dark Dragon. He can be used with Future Fusion and 5-headed Dragon. Morphing Jar. This deck does have quite a bit of milling in it. I actually do go through cards quite quickly, so he's in there to give me more options. Lord of Dragons. He protects dragons, and he's part of the King Dragon fusion, quite obviously. So I use him. Instead of Divine Dragon Ragnarok, I use the Dark Hex-Sealed Fusion. This allows me to tribute it and Lord of Dragons to special summon my King Dragon. Decoy Dragon, he's in there because when he's selected as an attack target, he special summons level 7 or higher dragon-type monsters. Summoner Monk, he's in there because, well, a lot of my spell cards are actually expendable, and it helps me get out monsters, so he's always good. Allure of Darkness, my deck needs draw power. This was pretty good, so same with Pot of Avarice. It gets monsters that have been destroyed back to the graveyard, especially Dark Creator, should I be forced to discard them. Lightning Vortex, it's in there because facing decks like Black Wings have just as much, if not more, swarming capability as the Hopeless Dragons. Brain Control, it's pretty obvious why that's in there. It allows me to take control of an opponent's monster. Future Fusion, it's in there for the 5-headed dragon and the deck's built-in 1-turn kill. There's actually 2 trade-ins in here. The other one is further in the deck. Yeah, there are 2 trade-ins. That's for draw power, and considering the amount of level 8s I have in the deck. Different Dimension Reincarnation is in there for dragons that have been removed, or even cards that have been removed with Dark Creator's effects. So I have that in there. Mystical Space Typhoon is obvious. It helps me destroy cards that could actually hurt me, like Mirror Force and other various stuff like that. 2-Hand Destruction. Again, draw power and milling from my deck. They're okay, but I should really try and replace one of them. Heavy Storm destroys all magic and trap cards on the field. All of my cards, all of the spell and trap cards in my deck, with the exception of a few, are expendable and are easily justify having that card. Call of the Haunted is in there to bring back, say, Red Eyes Darkness, Metal Dragon, or anything like that. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, if my opponent has a card I can't get rid of with Dark Arm Dragon, then I use this in order to return it to the top of the deck and give Dark Arm Dragon or any other dragon monster on my field a clear shot. Solemn Judgment, negating card, yeah, its cost makes it a little dangerous, but it's still useful. Torrential Tribute, it clears the field and gives me another shot. It doesn't always work quite that well. Divine Wrath, that's obvious. It destroys it's a counter trap card that destroys a monster when its effect is activated. Well, discarding a card from your hand, always good for a Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Bribe, there's only one in my deck. I really need to get two more. Negates the activation of spell and trap cards such as Mirror Force and makes my opponent draw a card. It gives them another option, but it saves my dragons. That is my Hopeless Dragon deck. Feel free to give me any helpful advice or anything such as that. Anyway, I'll